The moment she smirked, I knew. Not my wife, her mother, Louise, standing there in her ridiculous, oversized pearls, gripping her champagne like a victory flag. She leaned in, lips curling. "He gets nothing," she whispered. I made sure of it. Then she laughed, that dry, upper-crust chuckle she always used when she believed she'd won. The lawyer cleared his throat. "Ma'am," he said, slow and careful, "you can't change a trust that already transferred $50 million last year." And just like that, her face went white. Not pale, white, like bone. But let's rewind. I gave that family 15 years. 15 years of boardroom fires, sleepless nights, and bailing out their ungrateful daughter's artistic phases. I was the dependable son-in-law, the engineer who turned a failing logistics arm into a billion-dollar machine. I built their tech infrastructure from scratch. I took their family business global. And when Louise's husband died, I was the one who stood by her side. I arranged the funeral. I comforted my wife. I ran the company while she crumbled. I believed loyalty would be repaid. I was wrong. The first crack came at dinner. My wife, Jenna, started treating me like a house guest. Polite smiles, no eye contact. Her phone was always face down. She used to call me her gravity. Suddenly, I was background noise. One night, I walked in to find her in the study with Louise. They stopped talking the second they saw me. Jenna forced a smile. "We were just discussing estate things," Louise added. "Legal housekeeping. Nothing for you to worry about, dear." She always called me dear when she was hiding something. I started watching. The betrayal revealed itself in slivers. A lawyer's card tucked into Jenna's jewelry drawer. A trust document, half shredded, in the office trash. Her brother, Connor, who once called me the only adult in this circus, suddenly acting smug at meetings, as if he knew a secret I didn't. Then I found the email. Louise had written, "He's not family. He's an employee with a ring. After the restructuring, he's out. Cleanly. No fuss. Jenna signs next week." I read it twice. My hands were cold. Not angry, not yet, just cold. I didn't confront her. You don't scream when the knife enters. You breathe slower. You watch. I copied everything. Every email, every memo, every document. I hired a forensic accountant, then a private investigator. Turns out they'd already begun moving assets into a new holding company, one I was cut from. My shares were quietly diluted, my influence erased. They thought I was too loyal to notice, too blind to fight. They were wrong. My revenge didn't start with lawyers. It started with patience. First, I used their arrogance against them. I offered to retire early, citing burnout. Louise was giddy. Jenna faked concern. I told them I didn't want severance. All I wanted was to be taken care of in the trust, just like family. They agreed. Eagerly. That was step one, the bait. Step two, the paperwork. What they didn't know was that 6 months earlier, I'd convinced Charles, our elderly family lawyer and trustee, to initiate a conditional transfer of a trust in my name. $50 million invested company stock. Signed, sealed, activated. All under the guise of retention incentives. Once the shares moved, no clause in hell could pull them back. Not even Louise's iron will. Step 3, the spotlight. At the company's annual gala, I asked for 5 minutes on stage. Louise expected a farewell speech. Jenna brought her parents to the front row. I stood beneath the lights, scanning the room of investors, employees, and journalists. Then I said calmly, "This company was built on trust. But lately, that trust has been tested, not by outsiders, but from within." The room went silent. Some people saw me as expendable, But business, real business, isn't built on bloodlines. It's built on value, on what you bring. I turned to the side screens, live financials blinking on command. Last year, I transferred my holdings quietly. I am now the single largest shareholder in this company. Gasps, whispers, flashbulbs. I ended with one final line. Retirement sounds nice, but I'll be staying as chairman, effective immediately. Louise's face cracked first. Jenna's mouth moved, but no words came. Her father's legacy, my work, was now legally in my hands. After the gala, in the boardroom, she confronted me. "Why didn't you tell me?" I looked at her, really looked at her. "You signed me away," I said. "I just signed back." She reached for my arm. I stepped back. "Don't. You chose her. You always did." The final blow came during the private trust meeting. Louise strutted in, convinced she'd still find a loophole. She didn't. She laughed when she saw my seat at the table. "He gets nothing," she declared. "I made sure of it." Then the lawyer, calm, deliberate, set the document down. "Ma'am, you can't change a trust that already transferred $50 million last year." Her face drained. Hands trembled. She opened her mouth, then closed it. I didn't need to say a word. The silence did it for me. Now I wake up in a house she'll never visit again. The company runs smoother without their meddling. I promoted the people they ignored, cleaned the rot they planted. Jenna filed for divorce a month later. No alimony, no shares, no second chances. She sent me a message once, 3 words. "Did you ever love me?" I didn't reply, because love doesn't matter when it's buried under betrayal. Some men rage, some scream. Me, I remember. Every smirk, every lie, every signature made in secret. They thought I was a pawn, but I was patient. I was quiet, and I moved first. So now when people say, "He lost everything," I just smile. Because the truth is, I took everything before they even knew it was gone.